realistically could happen.
No question.
Your former quarterback with the 49ers, Jimmy G's, had a lot of criticism. I mean, they drafted Trey Lance. They moved up and, mortgaged their future to get Trey Lance. And it just, it helps you guys get to a Super Bowl. Is pretty much done everything asked of them. But everyone's looking for the next, to next year. Do you think, independent of what happens the remainder of this season, you think Jimmy G should be the starter next year, or you think it's time to move on?
Oh, I definitely do. I think he should be the starter again. People forget that Aaron didn't start his first year; he didn't start his second year,
Right.
and they're so ready to rush him in there, and they're rushing him in there with expectation, and that's the hardest thing to do. It's because everybody's like, "Oh, look what Josh Allen did," and it's like, "Oh, Josh Allen's first couple of years wasn't this Josh Allen."
No.
And then it's like, look at Patrick Mahomes, and it's like, yeah, but Patrick Mahomes had his growing pains as well, and it's cool that what he's doing. But if you send him in with those expectations, you have nothing but disappointment.
And he also sat behind Alex Smith.
Right. And it's like when you go and you put these expectations on him, Jimmy is winning ball games. Jimmy has a winning record and has won games and got you to the playoffs again. And it's like it's such a lack of appreciation that it's really sad, because the appreciation isn't going to start when Trey starts playing quarterback, because you're not even appreciating winning. Like, some of these fans aren't even appreciating the win. It's like, we didn't win. He threw an interception. It's like, so did Dak Prescott. And a lot of people would consider Dak Prescott a really, really good quarterback, and he threw an interception, and he almost cost his team the game. Well, he did. I mean, they lost.
Right.
And so when you sit there and say that, and they're saying it like as if they would expect Trey to come in and be perfect. And that's unfair. That's unfair to Trey, because they're putting, like, it's almost like recency bias, and people wanting they want everything to be, because if he doesn't come in there and have immediate success, they're going to crucify him.
Right.
And that's unfair to him. It's like, hey, like, he's following a quarterback that was really good and really winning. So if he comes in here and he's not threading the needle, or he overthrows a couple passes, or he throws a few interceptions, you're going to crucify him like this, instead of saying, okay, let him develop, let him take his time. And that's the part where I think Jimmy G needs to continue to stay, because while they have this window, they want immediate success. Like, these fans want, hey, I want it now. And I'm not sure you would get that immediately with Trey, because he's a young quarterback. He may be, go off immediately and be an all-pro. But if he's not, it gets to be a really messy situation.
I agree with you 100%, Rich. I mean, the Niners are in a championship window right now. I think Jimmy has all the tools to help, bring that championship home. Trey Lance was one of the youngest quarterbacks ever drafted in this league, and he opted out of his final year at North Dakota State. So, he's fresh off a year, not playing, just training. And now he's moving into a compete now, win now, team in the 49ers, and he's had an ample opportunity this year to get his feet wet and show what he has, and he hung in there. But Jimmy gives them the better opportunity to win now. He's going to probably give them the better opportunity to win next year. What they do have after that is they have their future in Trey Lance on a rookie contract with a bunch of guys that are going to be veterans hungry to win. If in year 3 Trey Lance becomes that Patty Mahomes, comes that Josh Allen, now we're talking, but I think, to your point, Rich, you don't want to put the cart before the horse, especially with these rookie QBs and young QBs, because you're going to ruin their mindset right away.
And you don't want to do it without Jimmy there. Because if you do it and you're like, whoa, this is a bit much for him early, that's it. Like, it's no argument, no debates anymore. No, like, where's Jimmy? No Jimmy to save you. It's going to be like, oh, you wanted to get rid of Jimmy. Now you got to reap what you sow. And, like, people were talking about calling for him to go in that Rams game and go in the playoff. Like, it's like, come on. Like, people act like these games, like this game is just, like, simple. Like, oh, rookies just come in here and dominate. There have been far between rookies that came into this game ready to dominate and play at the level that these fans expect him to play. It's like, but he's the new shiny thing, so the fans are like, well, we'll put him in. It's like, Jimmy has won you guys like 50 games or something crazy, like something silly.